What's up, guys? NepentheZ here, and welcome back to another episode of Draft to Glory. And yesterday, or the last draft, anyway, I don't know if it is yesterday or not, we took a draft, we picked 5 back, we won the draft really comfortably, and I said if we see a 5 back again, I'll go with it again, and so we're going to do it again. Thank you guys for the support on the series. If you could drop a thumbs up today, it'd be so amazing. Let's try and smash 5,000 likes if you can, and let's start as we mean to go on. Maybe another icon to kick things off? No. We've got 2 great options here, Luis Suarez or Lionel Messi, and of course we're going to go for Lionel Messi. He does have a shadow chem style on him, which is a bit of a disappointment, but I don't mind taking him. If we can get George Best again, he was huge for us in the last draft. Yes, we can get George Best, one of the best icons in the game, no pun intended. 4-star, 4-star, and absolutely spectacular stats. He's also got a sniper chem style, sorry, a marksman chem style. Will boost some dribbling and some shooting. I'd love to see what his stats get to when we fully built him on. But George Best can go in there on that right wing. And now all we need is a Neymar for the left wing, and our attack is done. But no, we get, this Frenchman play there. He's got a Hunter chem style as well. Really good stats. A little low on composure and reactions, but good stam, good shooting, good pace. And of course, he has 4-star skill moves. Nice and tall, good work rates. So we're going to take him and pop him into the team. He doesn't link to anyone, but we've got a lot of options here. And we'll see today, we will get a good indication of whether or not the formation was really strong or whether it was just a one-off. Maybe the team built was very strong, or maybe I just played great FIFA that draft. So here we go into the midfield pick. We could take Guardado. Good dribbling, good passing, good physicals, good stam and good pace. Or we could take Santi. Much better dribbling. Very good passing, terrible pace, terrible stamina. We can't. I know he's got 5-star weak foot, but we're going to have to take Guardado there to link up with Messi. And then our right midfield spot is going to be also very bad. We don't have anything good here at all. This is one of the worst midfield picks we've taken. I'm going to take Arnold there. He'll obviously soft link into George Best. In at the left wing back or left back spot, Felipe Luis. Oh, second icon, Roberto Carlos in a 5-back, guys. That is amazing. He has shadow chem style as well, which is great. Great shooting, great crossing, or good crossing, great free kicks, good stam. It's actually, I'll be honest, this is a good card, not an exceptionally great card, but it's our second icon. If we could get a third now, if we can go and get more in here as well. I know more pops up quite a lot. We can't, not straight off the bat. Mangala there is okay. Who's got the best defensive stats here? I think Mangala probably is the best card here out of all the 5 centre-backs that we've got straight off the bat. So we need to get rid of Arnold, but the left wing can stay because he'll get 7/8 chemistry depending on the manager, just soft linking into Roberto Carlos. I'd love to see a good centre-back come up. Now, Juan Jesus obviously would get a strong link to Roberto Carlos. That would be good. Tonelli is a good card, but we don't have any Calcio A players. Arbilla we could get and would soft link to Guardado. The same with Carico. Now, I feel like I want to go with Juan Jesus, especially with the backbone chem style. Would be really good for him. He's already got quite good pace, so we're going to take Juan Jesus. We're going to pop him in there. We're going to strong link him to Roberto Carlos, and we're going to see what we can get with our third and final centre-back. We get Gabriel Paulista, which is fantastic. He is a good centre-back. He soft links in to a couple of the players. Now, getting rid of Mangala and getting the Premier League out of this team is going to be a priority. And then in at right-back, it doesn't really matter who we take here because we'll get 7 chem on a soft link to Best. Not very good choices for the right-back, so we'll take Osbay Rackley. And then finally, in at the goalkeeper role, we are going to have... Oh, God, this is really bad, isn't it? We could take Mandanda. Soft links. I don't want Mangala though. We could take Kiko Casilla soft links. Fabricio. This is tough, man. Diego Lopez perhaps. Who's got the most well-rounded stats? Probably Casilla. So we'll take him. This is not a great draft. We've got 2 icons, which is amazing. We've got Messi and our left. Our attack is amazing. Our midfield and defense is absolutely horrific. We're 1 or 2 players away from getting good chemistry, but I need some big players to go into this team. And although Hazard is a beautiful player in this game, and Coutinho would be great, I mean, great for chemistry, I've got to take Kante and put him into that midfield. we're going to just need a bigger midfielder. We're going to take Kante there. I'm not going to put him in just yet. We'll make the changes eventually. He obviously gets a strong link to Mangala. We've got a silver player out the way already as well, which is fantastic. 3 more reserve picks to go. This is just tough, man. Verdi can be alright for a sub, I suppose. This draft is not favouring me. I'm going to need a few big picks to come out. Leroy Sané and Mbappe are big picks. I'm going to take Mbappe as a sub. We had him in the sub in the last draft. In fact, do you know what's really crazy? I might do this. Mbappe in there at right wing back. Kante goes up into there. That puts us on 82 chemistry. Mbappe will get 7 chem with a manager there. And although he's obviously not suited to be a defender, this is a 5-back formation. So we've already got the 3 centre-backs that will cover us, hopefully. I wouldn't mind getting another quality centre-back. We get Witsel. Doesn't work in midfield. Icardi we don't need. Aspas we don't need. Milner we don't need. I don't even know who to take here. Let's take Icardi, just for the rating. I need a huge goalkeeper here. Whoever this goalkeeper is going to dictate how we go to the midfield. So we get Inform, Szczesny, or Ederson. I think Ederson will be perfect actually because he soft links to everybody. So he gives a link to Juan Jesus, a link to Paulista, and a strong link to Mangala, which gets Mangala on 10 chem, which isn't bad at all. That is a necessary goalkeeper to pop in there. In at the next defensive slot. We could go Prem. We could take Bellerin, who would also get... We would actually give a chem boost to the club by putting Bellerin in instead of Mbappe. That takes up to 91 chemistry, and we can now use Mbappe as a sub. Who's on the worst chem here? So nobody is on 4 chemistry, so that's already a good start. However, if we could get into some good midfielders that give us good links, that would be ideal. Jardel... Not what I want. I'd prefer Jesus. Jardel is good. He's got much better defensive stats than Jesus. Kolarov I don't care about. Bender I don't care about. Monreal I don't care about. Kolarov is alright because he's strong links. But obviously I need Roberto Carlos. We'll take Jardel. Highest rated, joint highest rated, and as a Brazilian, we could utilise him in one way or another. 4 more picks to go, guys. This is going to be tough as to whether or not we can get something amazing out of this. Now, we could take Ander Herrera, would soft link to Kante. We could take Doucouré, who is good, not great, but would get a link from Kante, a strong link. It wouldn't be great overall. We actually wouldn't gain any points for having Doucouré, but I think I'm going to take him just in case we get... If we get a Premier League striker, we'll throw Doucouré in and we'll be fine. So these last few picks are going to be super important. We get Lamar or Arthur. Now, Arthur will get full chem if we pop him into the midfield instead of Guardado. Or we could take the risk of Xhaka. We don't need to do that. We've already got a Premier League midfielder. And we already have a French left mid. So Arthur is a smart choice. He'll give us a little chem boost. 4 chem boost there into 95 chem. We're now 1 link away from getting Messi on chem. So I suppose we could take Guardado in, put Kante out. Mbappe then wouldn't work. Now that's better for chemistry, but I don't think it's better for the team in general. These last 2 picks are going to be absolutely vital. Insigne, Sterling, Sané. No, not Sané. Mane, Mahrez. Mahrez doesn't make any difference. Mane would be good. Insigne would be alright as well. Obviously, any left wing that we put there would be great. Immobile would be a good striker to bring on because we could then put Messi out on the wing. Mane would be great to have out on that left wing spot instead of Play, and we can use Player as a sub. Yeah, I'll take or Immobile could be good for rating. What we've got on the bench nowhere near enough. We can't get a 188 here, so we'll take Mane, and we're going to pop Mane out on that left wing. Still going to be the same for chemistry. I could now throw Doucouré in there. If we get a Premier League striker here, we're going to go Premier League in midfield and attack. If not, we're going to stick with what we had. And we get ourselves Marcos Asensio, who we will take. And with a Hunter Chem style, we will use. And he takes us up to the 100 chemistry mark with Kante in. So everybody has 10 chem, with the exception of the centre-back on 7, Kante on 6, and Bellerin on 9, and Messi on 9. But this is a solid squad. We have got some great subs. We've got Mbappe, we've got Player, we've got Mane, and then we've got Icardi as well, who I don't necessarily think I'll bring on. And we've got, if we need it, a good midfield option in Doucouré. This team isn't amazing. Much like the last 5 of the back draft, we've got problems with the centre-backs. The great thing about the last 5 of the back draft was due to the fact that we had great centre-backs, it made it a lot easier. So this will be a true test for this formation. Is it the formation that was overpowered, or was the team overpowered? Are we going to get a Premier League manager? No, we don't. We get a Liga Santander manager. We need Spanish will give Messi and Bellerin, and Paulista an upgrade. So that's perfect for everyone. So we'll take Michel, the manager there. That gets us to a 185. Great subs. Good. Our midfield is good. Our attack is fantastic. And of course, we can sub Arthur off. And bring Mbappe on, which is what I did in the last draft, bringing Mbappe on as a centre mid a few times. We've got 2 icons in the draft. We've got Messi up on attack. That, guys, is a squad. Let's get in to the action. Okay, guys, as we go into the gameplay, the first opponent we come up against has got a 95 chem, 85 rated squad. Quite a good team, and to be fair, this guy was a very good player. You know, it's very easy to tell in draft what kind of what caliber of player you're coming up against within the first few minutes of the game, 5-10 minutes or so, based on what they do from kickoffs and how they interact with their first time on the ball. And as you'll see with this guy's play, he's doing drag backs, he gets la croquetas, heel-to-heel flicks, clever passing. He holds the ball well, he doesn't panic, he understands time finesse shots, which he scores there with Salah. And I'm thinking to myself, we are in for a game. Like, this could be one of those drafts where I end up conceding early on or just losing in the first round, and one of those drafts where I just come out and say, hey, you know, fair play, this guy was a quality player. However, what was very surprising to me was, once again, the fact that 5 of the back is crazy good. But the most surprising thing to me, after I got back in at 1-1 with a great finish from Messi, we go down the left-hand side on the stroke of half-time, Mane crosses it in, and Mbappe on as a sub pops it in the back of the net. And then this guy rage quits, and I genuinely couldn't believe it, because I felt like throughout the course of the first 50 minutes on the clock there, I felt like this guy was probably edging the game. And because of the way the 5-back works, all I had in me was counterattacks. And I kept utilising counterattacks to the best of my ability. I eventually scored a couple, but this guy was just controlling the game. You'll see here from the match stats, should I show them, 9 shots, 7 on target for him, 5 shots, 2 on target for me. And he ended up rage quitting. Into the second round we go. We come up against a great team. The UCL Live Perisic, Inform Mertens, Seedorf and Best, the Screamer Fellaini, who's got good boosts on him right now. 2 more UCL cards, by the way, of Florenzi and Sanchez. A good Inform in goal in Szczesny. And just generally a pretty good team. But I'm 2 drafts in now with the 5 at the back. We obviously won the first draft 5-2-2-1, and we only conceded a few goals. And once again, we just didn't really concede many chances. And it is a different way of playing with 5 at the back. You can't expect to just hold possession and dominate attacking wise, because you just don't have the bodies up front. But what you can expect is to just defend really, really steadily throughout the course of the whole game, and utilise counter-attacks. And I'm not really a counter-attacking player, so it does take me a while in each game and in each draft with this formation to really understand the core mechanics of how the team would work, as we score a really lucky but nice goal there. Good bounce off the goalkeeper favouring me, but nice play. It took me a while just to try and really, get used to how the team works, where the players are when we're attacking, where the players are where we're defending, how to, what best way to build up the play, because I can't just play rushed passes up the field because I don't have the players there to do it, as we score a great header there with George Best. But what I love about this formation is quite simply the fact that it is so great defensively. So into the second round, guys, we end up going 3-2 up in the 87th minute there, as you can see. So we've conceded 2 goals this game, 1 goal in the first game. I did get a penalty late on in the game here, 93 minutes on the clock again, and Roberto Carlos steps up, lasers that one down the middle, and we go 4-2. So the first round we got a rage quit. In the last draft, we got 3 rage quits out of the 4 games. In this draft, we got a rage quit in round 1, and again, an even game. You know, I didn't hold much possession, which is unusual for me. I usually control possession, but in this formation, you just can't. This guy has a 4-3-3, another George Best, Lewandowski, plea in left wing there, a good defense with Alonso, Van Dijk, Bellerin, inform Alisson, Rudiger in there as well. Drinkwater not ideal, David Silva is a good player, but to my surprise, and I don't know, tell me from your perspective, when you come up against a 5-back formation, or when you, what makes you quit in draft, especially in the semi-final and final? What makes you quit and not stick in? We end up scoring a great goal with Lionel Messi after 7 minutes in the semi-final. We then go through again with Lionel Messi. We've got some good options here. He plays George Best through. Best beats the defender to the ball and puts us 2-0 to the good. Into the second half now, and we go 3-0 up. Asensio gets into the box, tries a heel-to-heel flick. The ball falls back to him because, you know, tackling so good in this game. And Mbappe picks up the loose ball on the edge of the box, drag backs into some space. La Croqueta's pass one, finds Asensio into Messi, and that is a beautiful goal in the end to go 3-0 up. And eventually we got our second rage quit of the episode. So like I said, 3 rage quits out of 4 in the last draft, which obviously was great because it's always fun getting rage quits in draft. You have to play less time in the game to get the rewards that are going to screw you. This guy ends up getting a red card in the 73rd minute there. I kind of baited it. I was just shielding. He kept sliding and sliding, so I thought, here, let me try and get him a red card. He got the red card. He got angry. And he ultimately quit the game and sent us through into the final after a nice, comfortable 3-0 win. And then into the final, we come up against this team. What a team this is. Mahrez, Best, Hazard, informed David Silva, Varane, Umtiti, and Keylor Navas. Sergio Busquets as well. Robertson, who's good. Not great, but good. Arias as well. Good. Not great, but good. But generally speaking, an absolutely sensational team. A very good draft team by all accounts. And things started off really well for us in this game again. 13 minutes in here, the ball comes into Messi. Beautiful turn, beautiful finesse shot on his right foot to go 1-0 up. 20 minutes on the clock now. We're going down the right-hand side again. Ball comes in down to, I don't know who I've got on the ball here because my little thing from the bottom right has disappeared. But Best with the fake shot inside, heels-to-heels flicks, takes the shot. Keeper parries that one out to Lionel Messi, who taps out, Marco Asensio, who taps that one home. Straight from kickoff into the second half here. George Best with a heel-to-heel flick, chip through balls it up to Messi. Because this guy has air balls auto switching on, it auto switches him to the centre back, which causes him to run straight up the field and leave me into some space. And then it wasn't long before we got a fourth. Lionel Messi through, plays it through to Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe with a fake shot into the box, gets into some nice space. La Croqueta's pass one, eventually finds Lionel Messi, who shoots and scores, and we cue the pause, and you can guess what happens from here. Our third rage quit out of 4 games. In this draft, we got 3 out of 4 in the last draft. So in the last 2 drafts, we picked 5-2-2-1 both times, 6 rage quits out of 8 games, and barely any goals conceded, which is fantastic. So this, guys, is going to be the end of the gameplay. Let's get into the packs. All right, guys, so back-to-back draft wins with 5 at the back. Fantastic stuff, that is. This was a tougher draft than yesterday's, or the last draft that we did. Our attack was great. Our midfield was good. I kept making a few changes. We put Asensio into the centre mid role because he was pretty good there. Brought Mbappe out to that left mid role. I think game 1, maybe game 2, I also brought on Doucouré and Mane, who also at times came on in that role. And Mbappe went up front. Messi came off in one of the games because he just doesn't have the good stand for it. The centre-back trio, I mean, they're not great defenders. They don't have pace boosts. Only Juan Jesus has a defending boost. But just having 5 at the back is just massive. You know, when we look at my overall stats, our average goals conceded, which would have come down over the last two drafts, is an average of 1.47 goals per game. So we're looking at an average of 6 goals per draft is what we're conceding. However, in yesterday, or the last draft, we conceded 2. In today's draft, we only conceded 3. So having 5 at the back has dramatically reduced my goal conceding category. We won 2-1 in a really tough game, and the guy quit as well at 2-1, which was surprising because he was really in the game. And I thought he would have stayed around. He was a quality player. We then get a 4-2 win, a 3-0 rage quit, and a 4-0 rage quit in the final. Let us see what we get as our rewards today. It's again the same reward we got last draft, 2 5Ks, 2 25Ks, which, as you well know, is good for returning profit, because we are going to make profit off of this no matter what. But it's terrible in terms of actually trying to make huge sums of coins. You know, they're just not the best. They're just not the best packs. You know, you're going to make 10,000 coins profit, something like that, out of these. I want to see the coins, the 100Ks, the 50Ks. There's one that gives like a 50K pack, a 35K pack, and a 25K pack. Like, I want to see the big rewards. For some reason, even though we've won now, what, 16 or 17 drafts. Ooh, huge player pick pack there, 81 to 83. Even though we've won, you know, wait, what happens to that? It's still there. Even though we can actually discard that. That's crazy. Yeah, even though we've won like 16 or 17 drafts, we've only got good rewards, like 2, or good pack rewards, like 2 times. So what do we get in the 81 to 83 rated player pick pack? Come on, give me an Inform! Let's go! Inform Lang! That is fantastic. That's more like it. How, EA, is a 5K pack that contains a player pick pack. The best thing that we're going to end up getting, Inform Lang, is like a 13K player. I am delighted with that. That is fantastic, fantastic stuff. And then we get 2 premium gold player packs, which now just don't matter. Doesn't matter what we get. We made profit. I'm more than happy with what we've got here. No board in the first one. It's going to be Sabitzer. Oh, no, sorry, Gregorich there. So not a great first player. And then our second and final pack is going to contain, hopefully, someone at least semi-good. So Gregorich can go up to the club there. Come on, give me a what? It doesn't even matter. We got an Inform from a player pick pack. Can you believe? And then from our second 25K pack, again, nothing. No board. Just terrible. Just terrible. It's going to be, what is that? Verdi. Good pace and dribbling, but not really good anywhere else. But, yeah, we hit an Inform. I am genuinely delighted with that. I can't complain about that at all, not in the slightest. We have made great, like 20K profit, maybe 30K profit if we sell at the right time off of today's draft. This is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.